Hello viewers, I am Dr. Ehsan Ali, individual consultant. I am providing bio-based solutions for different issues. There is a method how we can restore saline lands for growing vegetables and crops successfully. I think there are about 800 million hectares of land are saline in the world, and these lands can be made productive if we can adopt this method. Regarding background, I would like to say that salinity and saline lands have been a persistent challenge for decades, with significant R&D investments made each year to restore such lands for conventional agriculture. However, even after restoration, these lands remain at constant risk of becoming saline again. Scientists have also been working on developing salt-tolerant crops to enable cultivation, but so far the millions of acres of land is saline in the world and cannot be cultivated properly. Additionally, the use of underground saline water for agriculture remains a major hurdle. In this context, I would like to present a solution that offers a technical and long-term approach to restoring saline or degraded lands and desalinating water for agriculture use. For a pilot scale experiment, you can select a 500 square meter land piece and spread a thick plastic sheet on it. The plastic sheet will disconnect this piece of land from the saline nature of the area. It will not allow the water to pass the salts through plastic membranes. Then dig around the plastic sheet about 2 feet wide and 1 foot deep or as required to handle the cultivation. Then put the soil on the plastic sheet to make a soil bed required for cultivation of specific crops. It may be made thicker for the deep-rooted crops. Then you need leaching of the soil on the plastic sheet only once, using fresh water, canal water, to remove salts or other alkaline nature of the soil. Then level the field and then you can cultivate the vegetables of your choice. If fresh water is not available in that area, the fresh water can be managed as explained in the next slides. Then a drip irrigation system or any alternate irrigation method can be established to supply fresh water and fertilizers. If you choose 1 acre of the land as an experimental field and make units of 500 square meter only, and then finally you can get this shape of the saline field. Water management is a critical challenge when restoring or cultivating degraded lands such as saline soils, deserts, and coastal areas. Although various techniques are being implemented to transform deserts into fertile land, but the main issue remains the availability of the fresh water. Similarly, substantial amounts or funds are invested annually in research and development aimed at rehabilitating saline lands. However, long-term and sustainable recovery remains difficult to achieve. Presented here is a practical and applicable solution for managing freshwater resources in coastal areas, saline lands, and deserts. Here you can see a picture. It is a proposed system that you can condense the water from the air. For this purpose, you need a liquid nitrogen generator which can produce or liquefy the nitrogen from the air, which is having very low temperature. Then this liquid nitrogen will pass through the pipes of the specific material to resist low temperature. The length of the pipes should be long enough to maximum surface area for air contact resulting into condensation of moisture. Droplets of water will appear on the surface of the pipes, which may be collected for irrigation purposes, and the liquid nitrogen will be evaporated finally from the other end. Desalination of water in saline lands remains a major issue, as underground water is often too salty for routine agriculture. Direct air water condensation is a costly technique, particularly for irrigation purposes. Despite being expensive, air water condensation may help to reduce the massive annual funding spent on research and development to address salinity problems. Machines are available that condense water from air depending on humidity levels, but I suggest a liquid nitrogen generator powered by solar energy can be used as an alternative condensation method as shown in the figure. The system can be described briefly as the generator produces liquid nitrogen using solar power. The liquid nitrogen passes through pipes made of specific materials. The extreme cooling effect causes atmospheric moisture to condense on the pipes. The condensed water is collected and can be used for the irrigation purposes. If the moisture in the air is not sufficient, the saline water may be evaporated and subjected for condensation in the same system. Finally, the conclusion can be presented as cultivating saline or wastelands often require additional investment in soil improvement and water management. However, this extra cost can be offset by the reduction in CO2 emissions through green cultivation practices. Projects on saline lands can be registered for carbon credits, generating additional income for landowners. Such initiatives will create significant employment opportunities, especially in rural and underutilized areas. It will also help to enhance food and animal feed production, addressing growing global demands. Overall, this approach turns unproductive lands into climate-smart, income-generating assets. Thank you. Please subscribe the channel and share.